Today's tutorial is about how to cut trending of a gown. And before we proceed about cutting the pattern, I want to point out some things that we are going to take note in order to make this pattern drafting easier for us to do. The first thing is the bust area. If you look at the bust area very well, you will discover the gown was made with shoulder princess dart bustier, but this shoulder princess dart bustier is being altered. That's why we see the cutting bending towards the neck area. And the second thing we have to take note is waist area. Waist area is the next thing we have to observe. If you look at it closely, it has joining, which means it has two layers, upper layers and the lower layers. That's another thing we have to take note of, because to be a good designer, we have to pay keen attention to details. So those are the two things we are observing as regard the front part. After the front part, let's go to the back. As for the back, it also has joining on the waist area. So that's the first thing about the back. While the second one is the center line. This center line has joining on the center line as well. It is being shaped. If you look at it very well, you will discover the pattern shows the back is being shaped as well. According to my explanation, we are going to draft our shoulder. We are going to draft our shoulder princess dart first, which is half body. After that, we are going to alter it to give us this front view of the yarn. So let's proceed. To draft the shoulder princess dart, the first thing we are going to need is a half length measurement. The half length measurement is 17 inches. So 17 inches plus half joining on the upper area or shoulder area and half joining at the down part. That gives us 18 inches. So we are going to mark it on the opposite side as well. The second one is the waist to under bust. Our waist to under bust is 16, which means we are going to add half for this upper joining to the 16. That will give us 16 and a half. Let's mark it on the other side as well. After that, we are going to mark out our bust, shoulder to bust measurement. The shoulder to bust measurement is 12 inches plus half inch for the shoulder joining. That will give us 12 and a half. After marking that place, we are going to determine our chest line. For the chest line, I'm going to go up by 3 inches. 3 inches. The next thing now is our shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement is 8 inches plus the half we are going to use to join to the sleeve. That will give us 8 and a half. I'm going to connect everything after marking it, or let me connect them now. So we are going to label it. These are full length, under bust. These are chest line. So the next thing now is to determine the shoulder slope. The shoulder slope I'm making use of is 1 inch. Then the neck width is going to be 3. The neck depth also is going to be 3 and a half. So 3 inches, then 3 and a half. in case of this gown, when we look at it very well, I'm going to reduce the neck area a bit, because you can see the thing has closed neck. So that is it. So we are going to connect this area to this area, then extend this one downward as well. That is it. The next thing now, don't forget, we are going for shoulder princess dart bustier. That's what we are targeting. We are going to measure what we have here. Now we have 6 inches here. The midpoint will be 3 inches. Our nipple to nipple measurement is 8.5. So 8.5 divided by 2, that will give us 4/4. So we are going to mark the 4/4 as well here. We are going to rule it down. Don't forget, if you have any question, please make sure you make use of the comment section to drop your question. After marking this place now, we are going to connect this to the upper area here. I advise you to make use of your ruler. So here, I'm going to take away 2 inches. That is it. And for the down part as well, I'm going to take away 2 inches on the waistline and also on the under bust line, like this. Then on our bust area, I'm going to come down by 1/2 inch and go up by 1/2 inch as well. Then I'm going to connect it. Make use of your curve ruler if you can't connect it accurately. So that is it. And for this place, I'm going to connect it with straight line. That is it. That's what we are going to take away. And from here as well, we are going to connect this dart also to this 1/2 point above here. So that's it. I hope you are getting it. From here now we have 4 inches. We have from here to the shoulder slope here we have 8 inches. The middle of it is 4. Then we are going to come in by 1/2 inch. On this area we have 4 inches above. Let's mark this for 4 inches as well. So what we have here, we have 1 inch here. We are going to transfer it here. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Here as well, we will take away 2 inches, which we are going to add back to this place. 2 inches. Let's rule. That's our 2 inches. Now, on the waist area, our waist is 37. Our 37 divided by 4, that will give us 9/4. These are 9/4 here. 9/4. The takeaway we have here is 2 inches. Then we are going to add it to this place. Mind you, we didn't add the dart joining allowance and I didn't add side joining allowance because I'm going to cut this pattern out to draft our main gown. So that's why I didn't add this shoulder, that joining allowance and the side joining allowance. The chest line, main measurement for the bust is 44. So 44 divided by 4, that will give us 11 inches. These are 11 inches. And here we have half inch. Here, the distance between this first line and this is half. We are going to replace it back here. Then we are going to connect it. We are getting closer to our pattern. Let's reconstruct our shoulder line like this. I'm making use of single side because we want to use this one to cut our main pattern. That's why I didn't double it. But if we are making rig dress, then we are going to make use of double fold. So this is it. If you like, you can take it down, but I'm not taking this one down. Let me mark it out first. After marking it out, then I'm going to mark out, I'm going to measure what we have there. We have this, let's say 6 inches is what we have there. That's from neck to the shoulder, we have 6 inches. So I'm going to remark the 6 inches. From here, now these are 6 inches. These are 6 inches. Then we are going to reconnect. We are going to reconnect the 6 inches here. From here to here now we have 1.5 inches as well for the shoulder slope. So from here, this area now, we are going to connect our shoulder. But let's trim this place out first. So that's for the shoulder area. Now from here to here, we are going to connect this place to this place, and here we are going to connect it to this place. We are done with our shoulder princess pattern. Let's cut it out, then we are going to alter it to what we need. This is our pattern. But before we proceed, I would like to tell you something which is very, very important at this point. And I want you to bear it in mind. Not even bear it in mind, I want you to act on it now, please. That subscribe button under this video, please, I want you to hit the subscribe button. And also, if you know, I'm trying on my possible best to make you understand how to make this gown. I want you to hit the like button, and I want you to share this video for others to know about this channel. Thank you. So please do so now. Hit that subscribe button and share the video as well. So thank you, and let's proceed. Back to the gown. If you look at the picture very well, we want to alter that to come this area. And to do so, we are going to slash this place, and we are going to slash this area as well. And we are going to slash this area like this. Let me rule it out. We are going to slash it here. and we are going to slash it here as well. This is it. Let me slash this place. But you don't have to cut through. If you cut through, you won't get the exact thing we need. So just little, that is it. So this will give us the space we need there. So just leave this space up or anyhow, then place it under this line. Let this line touch each other. Then you are going to tape it. That is it. That's all we need. It's as simple as ABC. So now, the next thing now for us is cutting the pattern through. So we are done with the pattern, the first stage. The second stage now is for us to use this to cut our front pattern. Let's proceed. After done with the first part, with the front pattern, the next thing is our back pattern. Let's quickly grab that one as well. The half length is 17 plus 1, making 18. The shoulder to bust is 12 plus half, making 12 and a half. And the shoulder to under bust is 17. Shoulder to under bust is 16 plus half, making 16 and a half. So let's roll across. Our bust line is 3 inches above. Our chest line is 3 inches above bust line. The next thing is our shoulder line. The shoulder is 8 plus half. That's 8 and a half. But please mind you, I didn't have zip allowance yet. But while cutting the fabric, I'm going to have the zip allowance. So all these things I'm going to have in mind while cutting our fabric. The neck width, we've reduced it by ½ inch. Shoulder flow, that is 1.5. Then we're going to connect it to the shoulder, to the neck, like so. And the neck depth is going to give us 2 inches deep. After that, let's take our shoulder line downward. The bust measurement is 44 divided by 4. That will give us 11 inches. Also, I didn't add what is it called, side joining to it. So all those things we are going to have in mind. Our waist measurement is 37. 37 divided by 4, that will give us 9/4. That will give us 9/4 like this. And the 9/4 is what we are going to measure. No dart allowance, no any additional allowances. So we are going to connect it as well. That is it. Here we are going to, let me do it this way. Mark the center line, which is 8 inches, divided by 2, that is 4. Then while drafting your armhole, don't let the thing cross inside. So just do it this way. Then we are going to cut it out. These are back pattern for the upper body. Let's do it this way before we proceed, or before we move away. Here, let's go in by 1/2 inch. Let's change this place by 1/2 inch, and for the down part as well. Okay, let's go in by 1/4. 1/4. Then we are going to connect it to somewhere here. That is it. So we are going to take it away. That's 1/4. So these are back pattern as well. Now the next thing is the skirt area. You can see these are front pattern and this is the back pattern. So let's proceed with the down pattern now. The main length of the gown is 36, and already we have 17.5 half length, which is here is 17, then the main length is 36. But the 36 we are going to have 1.5 folding at the down part, then 1.5 inch also for the upper joining. That will give us 38 in total. So this will give us 38 in total. The hip line is 8.5 inches from the waist. 8.5 inches from the waist. To mark our 8.5, then plus half inch we are going to use to join it at the waist area. That will give us 9 inches. Here is it. Let's square it across as well. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please just take your time now and do so. So the hip measurement is 44. 44 divided by 4, that will give us 11 inches. Let's mark it. So that's our hip measurement. To draft this skirt, to draft this down part, you will notice the thing is somehow fair at the down part. So here now on the waist area, we are going to divide our waist divided by 4 straight. No darts, nothing, no additional measurement. So that is it. And remember, I'm not yet to add a side joint allowance. So 37 divided by 4, that gives us 9/4. That's what I'm marking. And here we are going to add additional 1 inch to this place. Then at the down part, we are going to add additional 2.5 like this. Then we are going to square it across. That's it. That is this for the front pattern. So we are going to use this one to cut out the back pattern as well. Let's cut it out, then we use it to cut out the back pattern. Now, I use the front pattern to cut out our back pattern like this. But the next thing we are going to, let's set this one aside for the front pattern. Then this one will give our back pattern. Remember, in the body, we minus 1/4 here. That is it. Then we are going to roll it downward as well in order to shape the down part. So we are going to cut it out. These are back pattern. These are back pattern. Here is our Ofi fabric. You can see the thing is in pieces. So that's why it is necessary we draft pattern in order to get this type of gown. Here is our pieces. Here is our back for the down part. Here is our front part for the skirt. Here is our back for the upper part. And here is the front part for the upper part as well. And moreover, if you don't want to miss how to cut and sew this Ofi gown, and before you go, I want you to subscribe to this channel because you might forget. And the beauty of subscribing is, as soon as I upload this video on how to cut and join this Ofi gown, you'll be able to get notification. Moreover, I'm going to post a reminder in the community post that will also give you a reminder as well to get notified immediately as soon as I post the tutorial. Thank you for watching and stay blessed.